6,000 tons of rare earths originally intended for Taiwan's semiconductor industry were disguised and transported to the United States. Many people feel heartbroken upon learning this news. And as punishment, we have no choice but to stop supplying rare earths to Taiwan. So the question arises, what is the impact of the mainland stopping the supply of rare earths on Taiwan? Firstly, Taiwan has strong technological capabilities, especially in the semiconductor field where it holds a top position globally. Rare earth elements such as lanthanum and neodymium are essential raw materials for critical components like lithography, machines, lenses, and polishing materials. In simple terms, due to the advanced semiconductor industry, Taiwan has a huge demand for rare earths, yet it lacks its own rare earth resources. The mainland accounts for 86% of global rare earth smelting and separation. In the past, out of goodwill stemming from cross-strait relations, we not only did not impose restrictions, but also provided high-quality rare earths to Taiwan to support its semiconductor industry development. However, it is disheartening that last year, Taiwan purchased 6,648 tons of rare earths, and only about 2,000 tons were actually used for local industry. Over 4,000 tons were grade transported to the US through a complicated network from Kaohsiung port, which undoubtedly stabbed the mainland in the back, so the mainland decisively announced a suspension of supply. How significant is the impact? Undoubtedly, it is huge. In the short term, Taiwan's semiconductor industry will face the risk of raw material shortages. Take TSMC as an example. Its chip manufacturing requires rare earth polishing materials. Once the mainland stops supplying, TSMC will lack critical raw materials, making it difficult to produce high-end chips, leading to fluctuations in global high-end chip production capacity and severely impacting Taiwan's technological competitiveness. And moreover, this will cause a ripple effect. Taiwan is an important processing hub for magnetic materials such as aluminum iron boron magnets, which heavily rely on rare earths. Data shows that Taiwan's annual production of permanent magnetic materials will reach 23,000 tons in 2024, with over 80% of the required rare earths coming from the mainland. Once the supply is halted, Taiwan's production capacity will shrink significantly. Some may argue that Taiwan can choose rare earths from Australia or the US. The issue is that Australia's rare earth smelting capacity only accounts for 7% of the global total, and costs are 30% higher than those in China. And even if it can meet part of the demand, this would mean about a 20% increase in the cost of Taiwan's electronic products. As for the US, there is only the Mountain Pass mine, which cannot produce even 1/10 of China's rare earth oxide output in 2024, which is far from enough. Moreover, US transportation costs are high, and exports must prioritize domestic needs. In other words, even if Taiwan seeks cooperation from multiple sources, such as Australia, the US, Japan, and Myanmar, it will not solve the immediate crisis. Japan has limited reserves, Myanmar lacks technology, and import-export channels still rely on the mainland. Overall, the only feasible path for Taiwan is to abandon its fantasies and cooperate with the mainland, as the mainland has established a complete system for rare earth mining and smelting.